Hey guys, it's Brian. This is a quick tutorial on how to import an asset bundle into Unity. We're going to be using asset bundles a lot in Endless Studios because they're a really convenient way for our game pros to get participants the assets they might need to start working on a project. Then for the participant to do the things they need to do using those assets and get what they produce. Maybe they're making a new level. Maybe you're making a bit of code to support something. But to get that back to the game pro who can then integrate it into the master project that you're all contributing to. So in order to make this work, as I share my desktop, you're going to need a copy of Unity already installed. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll post the link in the description to our tutorial on doing just that. You also will need the specific Unity version installed that is needed for that project, which you can find out from your Game Pro. In today's example, I'm going to be importing an asset package from Feisty Ferrets, which is Kayla's project. Kayla has already shared it with me. She zipped it up, emailed it to me, and I unzipped it. And now I've got this file on my desktop that has a Unity icon on it, and it ends in a .unity package extension. I've also got the Unity Hub open. And what I'm going to do to create my own little working project where I can do whatever it is I want to build assets to contribute back to Kayla, I'm going to go to the New button in the Unity Hub, but I'm not going to click right on New. I'm going to click on the arrow. And here's where I select the specific version from among all the different versions of Unity I might have installed that I want to make this project in. And as I said, that has to match what you've been told by the Game Pro. In my case, it's this very first one I have listed because that's what Kayla told me, 2021.1.12f1. And when I do that, I get this screen that lets me select a project template. Now, what template you should use will be another thing the Game Pro tells you. And in this case, Kayla has told me that I want to do a universal render pipeline project. So I'll select that. We give it a name. I'm going to call it Brian's Feisty Ferrets. And you pick a location on your local computer where you're going to save this project. That's where I usually keep my project. So we'll go with that and we'll say create. Now Unity will begin the process of making that brand new project that you're going to work in. This can be time consuming. So we're going to go ahead and cut the video here and we'll come back when this is done. So now that my project has been created, here I am inside Unity. You can see I get a little information about this universal render pipeline template that we created. And if I take a look at this project, which I can do by going over to the Projects tab, you'll see that this template has given me a number of different starting assets I can use. For example, if I go in the Scene folder, here's a sample scene. Now, none of these are in fact the stuff Kayla has given me because I haven't imported it yet, so let's do that. To import the asset package I have, I'm going to go up to the menu and say Assets, Import Package, Custom Package. And browsing to my desktop, there is the package Kayla gave me. I'll select it and say Open. When I do that, I'll get a list of all the various things that Kayla has included in this package for me to use. And you can see there are quite a lot of things. And by default, all of them are selected, which is great because by default, I want all of them. I always click on this All button anyway because I don't trust that they're really selected. That's probably irrational on my part. But with them all selected, now I'll hit Import. And this will begin the process of taking all the assets that Kayla included in that asset package, all the things that she wants me to have to be working on and contributing to the Feisty Ferrets project, and it'll import them into my personal Unity project that I've just created. Depending on how big the asset package is and how much stuff from it you're importing, this can take a while. So this is another one of those things where you might want to go and grab a bite to eat while it's going on. And there we go. Now that's done. And you can see now in this scenes folder, I've got some new subfolders that have been created. And if I go into one of them, I got another new scene here that Kayla created, and all of that stuff came in from that asset package I just imported. Now, if this was all I had to do on this project, and that'll be the case a lot of the time, it would be great. I'd have everything I need and I could start creating and doing the things that I intended to do depending on the task I had been assigned. In this particular case, and this may happen sometimes, it turns out there's one additional package we need to bring in that wasn't and can't be included in the asset package. And I know this because Kayla told me that. And again, this is another thing the Game Pros would include for you in the instructions on a project like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. In this case, the package I need to bring in is a Unity package that isn't included in this type of Unity project by default, but we can get it. So to do that, I'm going to go over to the menu and say Window, Package Manager. This is a tool that lets me see all the different packages that are included in my project and to add different ones. So to add one of these Unity official packages that isn't there already, I'm going to go to this dropdown that says Packages in Project. And instead of In Project, which shows me what I already have, and that's not what I want to see because I need something I don't already have, I'm going to select Unity Registry. In my case, I know the package that I want is this one called Animation Rigging. So I'll just select it and I could hit install. Now, if I didn't have that, again, it happens to be at the top of the list in alphabetical order. I could search for a package, again, already having switched over to Packages Unity Registry. But there it is. There's Animation Rigging. That's what I want to install. And with it selected, I'll hit the install button. Now that package will be downloaded from Unity's official server and it will be added to this project. Again, depending on how fast your internet connection and how big the package is, this could take a little while. This one shouldn't take too long. And when this package imports, the step that it's going through right now where it says compiling C# scripts, it's actually updating all the code and resources in the project in light of the presence of that new package. So now that package is installed, you can see I've got a green check mark next to it, which means it's there. I can close my package manager window, and now I am good to go. I have the package that I need. So that's the process of importing an asset bundle and a Unity package into a project. And if you do those things following the instructions from your Game Pro about the specific packages that you need, you should be good to go contributing to a project.